Hello guys, welcome to another episode of the GT Track Guides. I am Angel, and the track is Saint Croix B. So a pretty fast car, one of my favorite tracks. So yeah, let's begin. So starting with this, you have turn 1, which you have to brake around here. Yeah, at this point you have to start braking. Trail braking is really crucial here, and try to take the line like this. You have to cut as much as you can without getting penalized. Obviously, you can see here I'm right on the limit. So, and at this point, you can start applying throttle and use all the track available. Turn 2 is flat out with this car. Turn 3, you have to start braking at the start of the curve on the right side. So you follow this line, and at this point you start turning in, and follow this line here. Be really careful with this. Try to take the inside curve as much as you can, like this, like I'm doing right now. Trail braking is always crucial, so yeah, be aware of that you need to do it correctly. Use all the track available here. Be really careful with the grass, obviously. And this is quite complex, but as you can see here, I start opening up as much as I can, aiming to the apex, to the first apex, which is this one here. As you can see here, I'm right over the curve. And try to, as you can see here, I'm not opening up too much on this because I want to stay on the inside and brake at the same time. So I take this line here, and as you can see, I'm braking just like 20%. Not more than that, because you want to keep your speed as high as possible. So you take this line here. As you can see, I always stay on the inside because right now comes the bridge and it is a straight line. So you have to have a really good entry on this next corner. So like this, you start turning in, and then obviously braking and trail braking is always crucial here. So it's a kind of late apex, so you follow this line here and be really careful with the grass and with the wall on the left hand side. But yeah, at this point I'm already going full throttle, and I touched the grass a little bit, and obviously lost a little bit of time, but it was a pretty good corner. This is your braking point. I don't use the markers, the boards. No, I just use this triangle that is printed on the track. So a few meters before that, I start braking, and it works for me. So hopefully it can work for you as well. And so straight line braking, and at this point I start turning in, and again, as on every corner here, trail braking is crucial. And at this point I start applying throttle, and yeah, I barely touched the wall, but that's the idea. So here, this is probably the trickiest corner. As you can see here, at this point I lift it, and then I start applying the brakes. Turning in point or braking point, you actually don't have anything, but what I use here is this darker side of the track. Just a few meters before that, I start braking and I start turning in. So that would be it. Then you start going into the inside, but don't stick to the inside too soon. So because what you want here is to get a good exit speed. So you start going into the inside slowly, and then at this point you can start applying throttle and going flat out, and again using all the track available. Yeah, so this corner is flat out. Yeah. The next one, trail braking, is crucial, and you have to brake here. Straight line braking, and then at this point you start turning in, and trail braking, just try to keep your speed as high as possible, and then stick to the inside. And at this point you can go full throttle, because this track is really wide, so you can go full throttle, I would say, before than you thought, to say it in some way. So at this point you go full throttle, and then open up as much as you can. And then here, this is a double apex, so I try to open up again, and then I try not to take entirely the first apex, but the second one you have to, like this, over the curve. And then this is crucial here. So you have to go over the curve and over the grass at the same time, just nearly getting penalized, but it's the way you will be the faster. Sorry. So you do this in order to take a wide entry here. This is a blind double apex corner, and yeah, be really careful with the gravel on the inside here. So you take the first one, open up, and then you take the second one as well, full throttle, going full throttle on the second apex. If you don't manage to do this, you're not going with a high speed at the exit, so that's gonna cost you a lot of time. And again, full throttle and using as much track as possible, just on the limit, as you can see here, barely touching the grass a little bit. So, and here you have to brake exactly here, just after a few meters after the 100 meters board. And again, trail braking is really crucial on this track, so be aware that you need to do it correctly. As you can see here, I'm not braking too much at this point. I just brake at 45 or 40% of the brakes, and yeah, that will be it. At this point I'm going full throttle because again the track is really wide, so there's a lot of margin where you can start applying throttle and without going wide at the exit, so it's good. And yeah, there will be a guide on this track, Saint Croix. Now you're gonna watch the Hotlap, which is the same lap. This is the replay actually. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So guys, that would be the guide for today. Obviously the main thing is that it can help you in some way. So yeah, pay attention to everything, to braking inputs, throttle inputs, even obviously the turn, the steering input. Try to practice every time, and you will end up mastering this track with this car, obviously. So yeah, that's all for today, and see you next time.